Jones, colloquially known as Nas, was making the greatest hip-hop album of all time, Illmatic. 1994 was the soundtrack to my youth and many of our youth. And Nas, as a storyteller, has been ahead of his time. In the Why remix, he spoke about the Crown X. Why do schools care about your braids more than they care for his grades? And Legit, he spoke about the issues of black home ownership. And I Gave You Power, he spoke about the issues of gun control and the relations. Nas has been a griot, a hip-hop griot, the rapid response system for the streets, for lack of a better term. And if you have a top 5 without Nas in it, you shouldn't listen to rap music, Mr. President. But we're here to talk about 30 years of Illmatic. 30 years ago, again, like I said, the greatest hip-hop album to ever be released was released, and there were so many gems, so many jewels in that album. Nasir Jones, colloquially known as Nas, was making the greatest.
There was more part on the other side.
Oh. It was the soundtrack to my youth and many of our youth.
To our guest, I welcome you on behalf of the Senate. We extend to you the privileges and courtesies of this House. Please rise and be recognized. To our guest, I welcome you on behalf of the Senate.
That's
we extend to you the privileges and courtesies of this House.
So how came your thoughts? So pretty much Nas pretty much got recognition for his album Illmatic, which people do consider that to be like the Bible.
So yeah,
hip-hop. Go right ahead.
So I wanted to address, hey, Mr. G63. I know him. I seen his stuff. I just ain't know how to pronounce his name. There's a lot of South Africans I listen to, especially him. He's a business consultant. He gives you tips on how to grow companies. Now, back to this. Nas, for lack of a better term, is a storyteller and produced the best thing. I think it's long overdue that he's get his recognition, the stuff that he's been promoting, the street tales and this and that. My favorite album is Illmatic. Black Girl Lost is one of my favorite songs. And I Gave You Power. Street Dreamers #2 with R. Kelly. So it's just good to see him being recognition. His music is real music, intelligent, and make you want to think. What more I can say about that?
No, I agree. One thing about Nas, I would say he's a storyteller. To me, I would say Nas, Kendrick, J. Cole, like people like that are like really storytellers. I was gonna put Jay-Z in the mix too, but Jay-Z sometimes he don't always tell a story. But Nas used to go on. As soon as you go on the mount, he gonna tell you a story. So I think his storytelling really does impact, especially in the community at that time, especially in the '90s. So that's why they finally gave his recognition what he pretty much deserved. Because a lot of people say, "Hey, what happened with Nas?" It seemed like he don't get that type of recognition, but now he's getting the recognition that he actually deserved, not only from the Senate but also the president as well. So I think that was a great honor for him, especially for New York, because New York is always, New York always have great talent, but sometimes the talent never get noticed.
No, definitely.
Why he say Paul?
Yeah, he said I a lot. You didn't have to say pause.
No, the thing with Jay-Z always get recognition. I think he get more recognition than Nas.
He does, but Nas' music is not really more of a dope pusher rap.
Correct.
And you know what I mean? And this is where you can see how the media is. He's more of a educated rapper. Jay-Z's a dope pusher. We like his music because it talks about the stressing and crimes and stuff like that. But that ain't nothing to learn from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I would say, no Diddy. They don't say pause no more, D. They say no Diddy.
Diddy.
But shout out to Nas. That was like last week, Wednesday. He got his recognition in the Senate of New York. So that was a really good look for him. I know he was excited. I know he was very pleased by it. So keep up the great work. Keep doing what you do. And now that he do stuff around the community too as well.
Yes, he does. He has contributed a lot. And donated a lot too. He has a venture capitalist firm where he makes a tons of money on.
Keith said, I agree. However, I'm forever a Jay-Z fan.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay. I can understand that. I can understand it.
Well, I would say both of them, to me, both of them are great. You know what I'm saying? So the each his own. I'll say Jay-Z, he's more like Hakeem say, Nas more of an education and storytelling. Jay-Z's more of the dope pusher. So he's gonna give you that. You're gonna be dumping all the time when you listen to Jay-Z. So
Basically.
and you know Urban Noise, they big Jay-Z fans. So
Oh yeah.
no comparison on that. So
Beyond.
Vlad TV, Hakeem, I don't know you remember. Vlad TV used to interview P. Diddy a lot. So Vlad TV was on Fox News where he pretty much spoke about the whole situation was going on with Diddy and also the legal cases, those allegations. Because remember, Vlad was the truth back then. Cause Vlad interviewed everybody. If you was in the hip hop world, Vlad got all the interviews. So let's take a look at Vlad talking about his pretty much his take on Diddy and his legal issues.